In game 1, 11-7. Starting lineups first for the Vikings. Batting leadoff to shortstop, Ashlyn Diemert. Batting second, the left fielder, Avery Kuklinski. Batting third, the designated player, Maddie Zander. Batting fourth, the first baseman, Logan Gromberg. Batting eighth, the catcher, Logan Nixon. Batting ninth in center field, Mackenzie Stone. And in the circle in the flex position is Maddie Hazelton. For the Comets, batting fourth, the shortstop, Madison Terrace. Batting fifth and doing the pitching, Autumn McGough. Batting sixth and doing the catching, Rianne Bass, Letty Herrera. Vikings 21-21 overall, 10-9 in conference play. Comets 10-34 overall, 4-15 in conference.
Batting sixth, catcher number 21, Rianne Bass. Batting seventh, designated player number 29, Navash Stinson. Batting eighth, first baseman number 24.
So McGough in the circle for the Comets here. This is her 24th appearance, her 17th start. She's 3-13 overall. Picked up a complete game win in game 2 of the series yesterday. 8.21. For 5 with 3 runs scored in game number 1. Over the Trojans of Dakota State in the bottom of the 4th. Comets looking to salvage a split after dropping the last 2 games. They won the first game yesterday. So 1-0 on Diemert. Same lineups both ways outside of pitching changes. So 1-1 the count on Diemert. Goff kicks and fires, and that's the line. But Diemert's in safe with a leadoff double. Hughes already has 1 outfield assist today.
Now batting for the Vikings, left fielder number 13.
It's a leadoff double for number 1. Kuklinski steps in with Diemert on second. Pitch in there, called a strike. So 1-1 the count on Kuklinski. Diemert on at second after the leadoff double. Goff kicks and fires. Fly ball, foul territory towards the Comet. So 0-2 on Kuklinski. Inning. That'll score Diemert. Hughes, actually here comes the throw. It's going to be not in time. Hughes able to make it somewhat close again, but it's the RBI double off the bat of Kuklinski. Guys finished a triple shy of the cycle in game number 1, also scored 3 times. Vikings bats continue to stay hot here in game number 2. McGough kicks and fires. That's a high fly ball, deep left field, and that ball is way gone. Off the tent in left field, and it's a 2-run homer. So it's 3-0 Vikings on 3 extra base hits. Zander had a 3-run home run to start game number 1. Coach Magnelli out to talk with game number 1.
For the Vikings, first baseman number 25, Logan Gromberg.
It's 3-0 Vikings here in the top of the first. Kicks and fires, and that pitch is fouled out of play down the right field line. 0-1 the count on Gromberg. Into the motion, kicks and fires the 0-1 pitch. That's in there for a strike quickly, 0-2. And died down significantly here in the last couple. Count remains a 1-2 on Gromberg. Zan. Pitch misses outside. 1-2. The count now on Gromberg. Still nobody out here in the top of the first. 3 runs already in. Center field gap. Hughes on her horse. Not going to get there, and that'll one-hop the wall. Gromberg going to hold on with a single, though. Porter, the third baseman. Porter 1 for 4 with the RBI. He's also hit by a pitching. First pitch from McGough misses high. 1-0 the count. So 1-0 on to Porter. So McGough behind the count. 2-0 on to Porter. Still nobody out here. Up the count 2-2. Towel there on the back pocket for this 2-2 pitch to DePorter. In the top of the first. It's 3-2 pitch on the way, fouled over out of play. Five have reached here for the Vikings. That'll bring up Kennedy Stone playing right field. Stone 2 for 5. Viking to bat here in the first. Goff kicks and fires. That pitch gets away from the catcher Bass, and that's going to allow. So 1-0 the count on Stone. Now runners in second and third, and we have another meeting at the mound. Update Comet Baseball, top of the fifth. They trail now 4-1. So 1-0 the count on Stone. Goff kicks and fires. That's in there, called a strike. 1-1 on Stone. One pitch on the way from McGough is high into the backstop, but not anywhere to advance. 2-1 on Stone. McGough kicks and fires. That's inside. It's 3-1. The next pitch from McGough in there, called a strike, makes it a full count. 3-2. Pitch on the ground. Tula up there. Will look the runner back to third. Throw to first in time. 5-3 on the putout, and Comets finally get the first out of the. So McNeil will step in. 1 out. 2 on. 3 runs already in here in the top of the first. So McGough. 1-0 on McNeil. Pitch low on the dirt, get blocked by Bass. 2-0. Pitch just misses inside. 3-0 the count. Over Nixon waiting on deck for the Vikings. Strike 3-1. Goff looks to battle her way back into this count. The bases. Lauren Nixon now hitting. 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored in game number 1. 8th batter to bat here in the inning for the Vikings. Still only 1 out. Into the backstop again, but not far enough for anyone to advance. 1-0 the count. He was in the box, so foul ball. 1-1 the count on Nixon. Lucky break there for the Comets because the runner's going to score probably more than likely on that one. Goff Kicks and fires in on the hand, strike 2, 1-2. Time is called as he has softball out on the field in foul territory from the Comet bullpen. Momberg warming up. Down on Nixon. Fouled into the screen. Count remains 1-2. Goff kicks and fires. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Big second out there. Comets 1 out away from getting out of the inning. Down 3. A pretty generous outside corner there. Goff, you'll take it. 0-1 the count. One pitch on the way from McGough is a little high. 1-1. So 1-1 the count on Stone. Goff into the motion, kicks and fires. That's low, gets by Bass. No one advancing again. Two outs in the inning. Comets trail at 3-0. Goff looks to limit damage. It is 3. Kicks and fires. That's so 3-1 the count on Stone. Coming on. That's going to fall in for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. Stone is going to take second on the throw, so it's a 2-run single for Stone, then advances on the throw. Deemert doubled and scored earlier in the inning. First pitch to Deemert misses outside for ball 1. One 0 pitch coming from McGough. Catches the outside corner for strike 1. The count on Deemert. Runners on second and third. 5-0 top of the first. That's on the ground to short. Terrace up with it. Will fire across to first. It'll pull Tool off the bag. And they say she didn't get the tag down. I tagged her on the back as she ran by. It's an unearned run. It's an error on the throw. Kuklinski is up. Darby, I double her first time up. Turn out for Madison Space. She will come in to run for Deemert. 2 outs here. 6-0 Vikings here in the top of the first. They're out as he ran by, but the umpires called her safe as that pitch misses for ball 1, 1-0 the count. Next pitch misses low and outside, 2-0 the count on Kuklinski. 2 runners at the corners with 2 out. That pitch almost hits Kuklinski. Runner going to go to second on the wild pitch. Kuklinski. Spacer advances to second on the wild pitch. Kendi Stone hanging on at third base. McGough chopped to second. Sierra up with it. Will throw to first. Not in time, and it's an infield single and an RBI. Valley. Bring up Maddie Zanders. 1 for 1 with the 2-run home run so far in the inning. Strike. Oh, 1-1 the count on Xander. Third, Tula up that throw to first. Nice stretch by Pino, holds the bag, and the side is retired. Vikings send 12 batters to the plate. Move on to the bottom of the first. Comets trail game number 1. Hughes will step in to face Maddie Hazelton, 1-0. For Hazelton, this is her 14th start of the season. So 2-0 on Hughes, ahead in the count. Pitch is low, 3-0. Hughes way ahead in the count. Lacey Mathewitz waiting on deck. Kicks and fires, and that's high, and it's a 4-pitch walk for Hughes. That'll bring up Mathewitz. Playing left field here in game number 2. 1 for 4 with a double in game number 1 for Lacey. Pitch is called a strike on Mathewitz, so 0-1 the count. On the ground to short, Diemert up with it. We'll throw to first in time to get Mathewitz. Hughes going for third, in safely on the throw. 1 for 3 with a home run, a walk, and 2 runs scored in game number 1 today. Again, just 1 double away from breaking the single season doubles record. Kicks and fires, chopped on the ground. Gromberg up with it. She'll step on the bag for 1, but it'll be an RBI ground out for Tula. So 2 outs now for Madison Terrace. 1 for 4 with a home run. Rishon Aaron scored 2 runs in game number 1. First pitch to Terrace, high and outside, 1-0. So 1-0 the count on Terrace. And the pitch inside, 2-0. Pick 2-1. Chopped on the ground to short. Deemer backhand, loses her footing. Throw from her knees, not in time. It's Goff. McGough 1 for 3 with a single in game number 1. Also had a sack bunt. Date Comet baseball, top of the 6th. First pitch to McGough in there, called a strike, 0-1. 1-1 the count on McGough. Terrace on at first after the 2-out single. The pitch is high, 1-1 the count to McGough. Hazelton kicks and fires. Chopped on the ground to short. Deemert bobbles it. Ball is loose. They're going to say she had the ball at S on that one for out number 3 to retard aside. But the Comets get one back. We move to the second. They trail 7-1. Harder the order due up for the Vikings here in the top of the second. Logan Gromberg will step in, 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored in the first. The Vikings lead at 7-1 over the Comets in the 4th and final game of this series. Final regular season game for these 2 teams. Conference tournament. Goff kicks and fires. So 1-1 on Gromberg. Goff kicks and fires, chopped on the ground, just short past the outstretched glove.
Third baseman number
Bring up
8,
Alyssa DePorto, walked and scored a run in the first. It's officially 0 for 0 on the game. Romberg on it first, so DePorter is upstairs 1-0. So one front, 2-1. That one hit into shallow right field. Herrera will make the catch for out number 1.
Now that is for Valley City, right fielder number 43, Kennedy Stone.
Stone steps in. Gromberg still at first. One out here in the top. First pitch, cut on, misses. The bat goes. Oh, she hit the ball. Wow, she hit the ball. So it's a fielder's choice. Gromberg out on the play at second. It's a 1-6 dugout. So 2 out for Caitlin McNeil. Walked and scored a run in the first. That pitch swung up, fouled out of play over the first base dugout. So 1-1 the count on McNeil. Stone on it first. So 1-1 the count on McNeil. Goff looking to put up a 0 here and keep it a 6-run deficit. She kicks and thrown and she will reach. So it's an infield single for McNeil. So runners at the corner, still 2 out. McNeil, her 9th stolen base. So McGough ahead 0-2. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Under the glove of Pino into right field for 1 run. 2 runs will score. That's an error.
2-run scores makes it 9-1 Valley City.
So Richter born on the air.
Now batting for the Vikings center fielder.
Kenzie Stone up. 2-run single and a run scored in the first. Second error of the game for the Comets. Kings get 2 more. We move to the bottom second. Comets trail 9-1.
Second inning for the
Bottom of the
Comets.
second, Comets trail 9-1, 6, 7, 8 here just due up.
29, Davis.
Bass 2 for 4 with home run, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. First pitch to Bass in there, called a strike, 0-1. Hazelton kicks and fires, cut on a miss, quickly 0-2 to the Comet catcher. Bass hit her first home run of the season in game number 1 today. Finds herself. Count remains 1-2. Hazelton heading the count 1-2 on Bass. Kicks and fires. Back into this one. Down 8. Pitch swung on, foul ball in foul territory, and that'll fall in again. Count remains 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Two. So 3-2. Throw it up first, just in time to get Bass 4-3 on the putout for out number 1 of the inning. Now we'll bring up Nevaeh Stinson, the designated player.
Now batting for the Comets.
So Stinson will step in with 1 gone here in the bottom of the second. Strike quickly 0-2 to the Comet designated player. Just misses the outside corner, 1-2. Hazelton kicks and fires, and that hits Stinson in the arm. Comets get a run-out base runner. Bring up Michaela Pino, the first baseman. 2 for 4 with 2 singles in game number 1. As Letty Herrera going to come in and run for Stinson at first base. So Letty Herrera in to run for Stinson at first base. Herrera, the flex player. Comet lineup. Step in with 1 on and 1 out. Down 8 here in the bottom of the second. Fly ball right field. Stone coming in. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Herrera will hold on at second. Comets have 2 on with 1 out here in the second. Second hit of the game for the Comets.
Number 22, Antera Sierra.
Bring up Antares Sierra. 1 for 3 with the single. Also reach on a fielder's. Sierra with 2 on and 1 out on the pass ball. Pino holds on at first. Sierra looking like she's going to square to bunt here. Bump the runner over. First, Sierra the batter. Hazelton kicks and fires. Swung up. Hazelton kicks and fires. The payoff pitch chopped on the ground. 2 now.
Now batting for your Comets, center fielder number 4, Kenzie Hughes.
Bring up Kenzie Hughes. Walked her. First pitch to Hughes. Arnold the count on Hughes. Comets find themselves down 7 here in the bottom of the second. So Hughes heading the count 2-0. To the outside corner, 2-1. Chopped on the ground to first. Gronberg up with it. Step on the bag for one. Throw to second is dropped. So her first time up, she's 0 for 1. 200s in scoring position for Mathewitz, with 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Witz chopped on the ground, foul down the first baseline, 0-1. So 1-1 on Mathewitz. Very many bait. 1-0 pitch is low. Good block by Nixon, 1-1. One the count to Mathewitz, and the pitch is high. So Mathewitz heading the count 2-1. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here. On 2 out here in the second with the number 2 hitter in the line this game. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball left field. Going to get over the head of the left, and it's a 2-run, 2-out triple for Mathewitz and makes it 9-4.
9-4, Valley.
The speed of Mathewitz paid off. We'll bring up Lindsay Tula, RBI ground out. That's just shy of the wall, but the Comets get 3 back in the inning. So we move to the top. Mackenzie Stone was up to bat in the second, but there was a caught stealing, so she is up again, 1 for 1 with the 2-run single and a run scored. The season, there's a line drive into center field. That'll get down for a base hit, and Stone is 2 for 2 out of the 9 spot. The double run scored also reached on an error, which kind of been a controversial call here so far. Pitch in there, called a strike, 0-1 on Diemert. Pitch chopped on the ground to third. Tula will glove it, but it's foul ball, 0-2. Ball game. First base. And that one's low, gets by the catcher Bass. Now allow Stone to advance on the pass ball. So 2-2 pitch on the way from McGough. Second double of the ball game.
And of course, the Valley City makes it 10-4.
Makes it 10-4.
Now that is for the Vikings left fielder number 13.
Avery Kuklinski, 2 for 2 with double, a single, 2 RBIs, and a run scored and a stolen base. Third. First pitch to Kuklinski is high, 1-0. Nobody out here in the third. 1-0 pitch. Gets away from Bass again, and Diemert's going to advance. McGough kicks and fires a 2-0 pitch. Swung on foul ball into the screen, 2-1. Kicks and fires, fly ball out of play, 2-2. Goff searching for the first out of the inning. Time is called. Massenterra's tying her shoe out at shortstop. 2-2 pitch on the way from McGough. Swung on for that down or not, so it's a single for Kuklinski. She's 3 for 3 on the ball game. Bring up designated player Maddie Zander, 1 for 2 with a 2-run home run. Goff kicks and fires. So the count is 0-1 on Zander. Next pitch misses upstairs, 1-1. 1-1 pitch, high fly ball, deep left field. That's going to be foul. So just a long strike from McGough. Goff kicks and fires, chopped on the ground over the glove of Tula into left field. Deemert will come in to score. It'll be an RBI single. Makes it 11-4. Bring up Logan Gromberg, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. Full step side, get you the changes. We have a pitching change. Comets trail it 11-4. Field. Buddy Herrera will sub out. Goff still responsible for the 2 runners on, so can't close the book on her just yet in the third. Gomberg will step in, 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. Hold the other runner at third, and it's 12-4. RBI single for Gromberg. She's 3 for 3. Makes it 12-4. So 0-1 the count on. Will flip to second for 1. That's all they're going to get. Throw home, not going to be in time. So it'll be RBI fielder's choice.
Number 43, Kennedy Stone.
Brings up Kennedy Stone. Stone 0 for 2. Reached on fielder's choice and scored a run in the second. And will make the catch to retire Stone for the second out of the inning. Bring up Caitlin McNeil, 1 for 1 with the walk. So 2 gone here. Lumber looks to get out of the inning. First pitch swing out of play. So 0-1 the count on Stone. DePorter on at first after reaching on a fielder's choice. On the count now on McNeil. Lost to first in time to retire the side, but the Vikings get 3 to extend their lead to 13-4 as we move to the bottom of the third. Goal. Update Comet Baseball, they trail 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th in their final game of the regular season, taking on Dakota State the 3rd. Chopped on the ground to third. Nice backhand play by Portner. Throw to first in time. Nice play there. 1-0 for 1. First pitch to McGough. Misses outside. 1-0 the count. The 2 Trojans now. So McGough heading the count 2-0. Comets find themselves down 13-4. So 3-0 the count. That pitch in there catches the inside corner for a strike. 3-1. Will make the catch to retire McGough. 2 up, 2 gone here. Comets down by 9. The top of 4th, 13-4 the score. Top of the 4th, 3 on the putout. So Coral Perez comes in at first base in Michaela Pino's spot. Haley Paget in at second base for Antares Sierra. Kenzie Stone steps in, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs. That pitch misses high, ball 1. That pitch outside corner, caught it, 1. And 1 is the count. Pitch swung on fly ball center field. Hughes has a beat on it and will make the catch. 2 up, 2 gone here in the Viking half of the 4th. Race back to the top of the order, Ashlyn Deemer. First pitch to Deemer, misses 1-0. 1-0 pitch, in there, called a strike. Lomberg evens it up 1-1. Quickly 1-2 now. Pitching staff. They move to the bottom of the 4th. Comets still trails 13-4. Desiree Lawrence, the redshirt senior out of Champaign, Illinois, will hit for Nevaeh Stinson. For Lawrence, a 167 average on the season. 3 hits, 1 of them a double, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored.
Number 8, Desi Lawrence.
An 8-run rule after 5 is in effect. Lawrence. So 1-1 on Lawrence. So they find themselves down by 9 here in the regular season finale. First strikeout of the day for Hazleton. They'll ring up Cor. So 1-1 on per one. So 1-1 the count on Perez. And Comets need 1-2 pitch. High and outside. 2-2. 2-2 pitch on the way. That pitch is inside and Perez has worked it full. Haley Paget waiting on deck for the Comet offense. Strike 3, back-to-back strikeouts for Hazleton. 2 up, 2 gone. That'll bring up Haley Paget, the freshman from Sonoma, California. 125 average on the season, 3 hits, 1 RBI. She scored 5 runs. Paget digs in. First pitch is high, ball 1. Paget immediately heading the count 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Misses high, 2-0. Check swing, they're gonna say she went around 1-2. Or 2-1, I should say. Top of the order, Mackenzie Hughes waiting on deck. Bag at first, then bounces over the fence for an automatic double. So 2-out base runner for the Comets. First double of the season for Paget. First double of her career. Turns the lineup over for Mackenzie Hughes, who's 0 for 1 at the walk. So Hughes will dig in with 1 on, 2 out here in the 4th. Kicks and fires. That pitch is high and inside. 1-0 the count on Hughes. Pitch on the way from Hazleton. In the dirt, gets by the catcher Nixon. That'll allow Paget to advance on the pass ball. Hughes is ahead in the count 2-0. So Hughes ahead in the count 2-0. Runner at third now. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Hazleton kicks and fires. That pitch is high. Hughes way up 3-0. She to reach Lacey Mathewitz waiting on deck for the Comets. 3-0 pitch. Called a strike. 3-1. Just caught the outside corner. 3-1 the count on Hughes. Three-on pitch, swung out, fouled, and be a full count. So full count, Paget on it. Fouled off the mask and Nixon. Count remains full, 3-2. Umpire will give courtesy wipe a home plate. So count remains full on Hughes, 3-2. Now retired aside, 3 strikeouts in the inning for Hazelton as we move to the top of the 5th. Comets trails 13-4. Changes, we get you those in a. Just kidding, I'm looking at the wrong thing. We don't have any defensive changes. 2-3-4 due up for Avery Kuklinski will lead things off 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. First pitch from Monberg catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. That pitch is a little blooper to second base. Padgett up with it off the back foot, not in time. Infield single for Kuklinski, who's 4 for 4 here in game number 4 of the series. Bring him. Monberg kicks and fires. Pitch is a little low. 1-0 the count on Xander. So 1-1 on Xander. Kuklinski on at first after the leadoff single. 2-1. Update Comet Baseball back within 1 as Riley Rankin just hit a 2-run home run to cut it to a 5-4 game in the bottom of the 8th with nobody out. 2-1 the count here on. So 3-1 on Xander. And their call to strike makes it a full count, 3-2. So full count on Xander and the pitch. Liner right to Padgett at second, who makes the catch. First out of the inning, that would bring for Alyssa DePorter. 0 for 2, reached on a walk, and a fielder's choice has scored a run. As time is called. Romberg at first is Ashlyn Schumacher. So runner Ashlyn Schumacher on at first for Gromberg. Alyssa DePorter the batter. 1 out here, 2 on in the top of the 5th. Vikings leading at 13-4 over the Comets. Romberg kicks and fires. That catches the inside corner, 1-1. At 2-1. So 2-1. Romberg looking for a strikeout here to get a second out. Kick. Third error of the game on the Comets, loads the bases for Kennedy Stone. 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run.
Event for the Vikings, right fielder number 43.
Romberg kicks and fires, and that's low. Good block by Fuchsa. Keeps it 1 in dirt, 1-0 the count. So 2-0 on Stone. Still only one out here with the bases loaded. 2-0 pitch, pulled foul down the third baseline. Ball gets thrown back in. There's a 2-1 pitch. Again, Comet baseball down just one now, 5-4. Bottom of the eighth, 2 outs. They have a runner on first. Tony Villarreal is a hitter. Comets looking to salvage a series split with the Trojans over at Scott Berry Field. Gap, Hughes going for it. Mathewitz going for it, and that'll land over the fence for a home run and a grand slam. And just like that, it is 17-4. Didn't look like Stone, her second home run of the season. One for two with a single, a walk, 2 runs scored. Pitch swung on and missed, called a strike, 0-1. Swung on, fouled up, out of play. 0-2 on Stone, on McNeil, excuse me. First in time, 4-3 on the putout for out number 2.
Not batting catcher number 5, Lauren Nixon.
Bring up Lauren Nixon, who is 0 for 3, but reached on an error back in the second. Nixon slapped over the third base coach's box, foul, 0-1. So, and the pitch, chopped foul, quickly 0-2. So 0-2 on Nixon, 2 outs here in the fifth, 4 runs already in. Let's do the grand pitch. Cut on a miss for strike 3 to retire the side, but the Vikings extend their lead to 17-4 thanks to a grand slam from Kennedy Stone. Comets need a lot to keep it going as they trail going into the bottom of the fifth. Defensive changes for the Vikings. Ashlyn Schumacher will stay in the game in center field. Mackenzie Stone moves over to right. Comets need a lot to keep it going. Mathewitz stepped in. Hazelton out there for the fifth. First pitch misses. Ball 1, 1-0. Hazelton into the windup and delivers that pitch on the outside corner. 1-1. Hazelton kicks and fires. In on the hands. Blooper. Diving.
Now batting for the Comets, third baseman number
Brant
27,
Lindsay Tula.
Lindsay Tula.
0 for 2 with an RBI. Now, 19 would be the record breaker. Mathewitz 11 stolen bases on the season. First pitch is Tula, popped into foul territory. Nixon by the catcher Nixon in foul territory to retire Tula for 1 out. They'll bring it Madison Terrace, 1 for 2 with a single.
Shortstop, number 10, Madison Terrace.
Terrace digs in. First pitch from Hazelton is high, ball 1. 1-0 on Terrace, 1 out here, and kicks and fires. Line drive, base hit into left field. They're going to wave Maslowitz. It gets under the glove of Mathowitz comes in to score. Maisie Wolanski, her first at bat today. So Terrace on at second after the RBI single, then advanced on the air by the left fielder Kuklinski. So Wolanski steps in. That pitch kicks away from Nixon, but not far enough for Terrace to advance. 1-0 the count on Wolanski. 1-0 pitch on the ground to second. McNeil, trouble with it. Throw to first, though, in time to get Fuchsa, the freshman out of Walcott, North Dakota. 163 average, 8 hits, 1 home run, 1 double. First pitch from Hazelton in there, called a strike, 0-1. So 0-1 on Fuchsa. And the pitch, check swing foul ball, Comets are down to their last strike. So and 2. So 1-2 pitch, foul ball. Count remains 1-2 on Fuchsa. Hazelton kicks and fires. Catches the inside corner for strike 3. For season, next up Comets tournament. We'll take a break, tie up the stats, come back on the post-game show as the Comets fall 17-5 in game 4.